Hi scholars, so in this video we are going to be answering some questions on quadratic equation using completing the square method. As you all know, we have three methods used in solving quadratic equation. We have the quadratic formula, we have the factorization method, we also have the completing the square method. So for the completing the square method, we actually use this method when we can't use factorization method in answering a question. So let's answer some questions. So the first one here, we have x squared minus 5x minus 1 equals to 0. So we want to answer this using completing the square method. So you should know from the general equation for quadratic equation, we have that ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So where the coefficient of this x squared is a, that of x is b, and this c is a constant. All right. So for us to do this, the first thing we have to do is to deal with the constant. And the constant here is -1. So what do I mean? This -1 is going to come to the right hand side. Are you with me now? So I have x squared minus 5x then equal to, this is 0. So if this -1 comes here, that will be what? That will be plus 1. So this will give us x squared minus 5x then equal to what? 1. So I've been able to deal with the constant. So the next thing now is, let's check for b, that is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x here? It is -5. For this -5, you are going to find the half of -5, which is -5/2. That's the half. So once you are done with this, you are going to have this squared. Remember the method, completing the squared method. So this is going to be squared. So what we have here now is going to be added to the left hand side and also to the right hand side. So we are going to have x squared minus 5x plus, what do you have here? That's -5/2 all squared equal to what? 1 plus. So what we did here, we added -5/2 squared. We also do to the right hand side plus -5/2 all squared. Do you understand? All right. So we can see from here that we have square here, we also have square here. So let's deal with the terms. We don't need this -5x. This x is squared. Yes, also what? Also squared. So I'm going to pick the terms, which is x minus 5/2 all squared. Because this is squared, here too is squared. Then is equal to 1 plus what? Plus -5/2 squared. Do you get it? All right. So what's the next thing? We have x minus 5/2 squared equal to 1 plus. So let's open this. -5 squared is what? That's -5 times -5. That's positive 25. Then divided by 2 squared, that is 4. So for me now, let me just find the LCM. We have 1 plus 25/4. So LCM is what? That is 4. 4 divided by 1, that is 4. 4 times 1, that will give us 4 plus. 4 divided by 4, that's 1. 1 times 25, that's what? 25. And 4 plus 25, that will give us 29 divided by 4. So everything here will give us what? 29 divided by 4. So let's have this x minus 5/2 all squared, then is equal to what? 29 divided by 4. So remember now we want to get x. We are going to be having two values for x. So for us to get x, this x now is in the bracket with -5/2. And the values here are squared. So for me to cancel this squared, what do? We are going to square root both sides. If I want to cancel this squared, square root both sides. So if this is square root, and then we have this. So this square we cancel square root. So we are left with x minus 5/2, then is equal to, so please, whenever you have square root, the value there is plus or minus. We're going to have plus or minus here. So plus or minus 29 divided by 4. Please, are you with me? All right. So we have x minus 5 over 2 that is equal to plus or minus. So let's get this. So what's 29 divided by 4? 29 divided by 4, that is 7.25. So we have square root of 7.25. So x now minus 5 over 2 is equal to plus or minus. So what is the square root of 7.25? That's 2.69. 2.69. Remember that 5 divided by 2 in decimal will give us what? 2.5. So this is x minus 2.5 is equal to plus or minus 2.69. So getting x, let's do this one after the other. For x, so x now is equal to, you can pick the positive value first. So that's plus 2.69. That is 2.69. If this comes to the right hand side, that is what? Plus 2.5. Or you can have x to be equal to what? Negative 2.69. Negative 2.69. If this comes here, that's what? Plus 2.5. So here's 5.19. And here's negative 0.19. So therefore, x is equal to what? 5.19, or x is equal to minus 0.19. So that is the answer. Because this can't be done using the factorization method. I believe you get it now. Alright, so when we move to the next question, you are going to understand better. I want to believe this video has been helping so far. Please do well to click on the subscribe button in case you haven't. Thank you very much. So for the second one, we have 3y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. So let's answer this using completing the square method. So you can see that this is quite different from the last one that we did. Because the coefficient of this y squared is not 1, but what? But 3. So we have to make sure that the coefficient of y squared is 1. So for this now to be 1, what are you going to do? You are going to divide this by 3. So dividing this by 3 now, you have to divide all through by what? By 3. So if I divide all through by 3, that is this divided by 3, by 3, by 3, by 3. So 3 cancel 3, we now have what? Y squared minus what? 5 over 3y plus 2 over 3. And this is going to give us what? It's going to give us 0. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Whenever you have the coefficient of y squared or x squared or any variable now to be more than 1. So once you have it to be more than 1, let it be 1. So now what's the next thing? Like we did earlier, we are going to deal with the value for c, the constant. So the constant needs to come to the right hand side. So this is going to be y squared minus 5 over 3y, then is equal to, so 0 minus 2 over 3. That gives us minus 2 over 3. So 0 now minus 2 over 3, that gives us minus 2 over 3. Alright. So now that we've dealt with the constant, which is c, let's deal with b. This is the b here. The b there is what? Negative 5 over 3. That is, the coefficient of y is negative 5 over 3. So you are going to have the half of this value, that is minus 5 over 3, the half, which is divided by 2. Divided by 2, this will give us minus 5 over 3. This changes to multiplication, that's multiplied by, that's 1 divided by 2. No, you are going to find this 1 will come here, this 2 will come here. So this will give us negative 5 divided by what? 3 times 2, that is 6. So the half of this is negative 5 over 6. Then this will be squared. So this value here is going to be added to the right hand side and also to the left hand side. So this is y squared minus 5 over 3y plus what? Plus negative 5 over 6 all squared, then is equal to negative 2 over 3 plus what? Negative 5 over 6 all squared. So it's very simple. So what's the next thing? Here is squared, here 2 is squared. We don't need this value here. So check for the terms for this and then for this now. So we have y minus 5 over 6, then both are squared, is equal to minus 2 over 3 now plus, let's find the value here. Minus 5 squared is what? That is 25. Divided by 6 squared is what? That is 36. So we have y minus 5 over 6 all squared, then is equal to, let's find the LCM for this value. LCM for 36 and 3, that is 36. So 36 divided by 3, that is 12. 12 times negative 2 is what? Negative 24. Then plus 36 divided by 36, that is 1. 1 times 25, that is 25. So minus 24 plus 25 is what? That is 1 divided by 36. So everything here now is what? It is 1 divided by 36. So we have 1 divided by what? 36. So what's the next thing? We want to get y. And the values here, they are squared. We have to cancel this square. By doing what? You have to square root both sides. So if this now, we have the square root here, we also have the square root here. So square root cancel square root. So we have y minus 5 over 6 is equal to, do not forget, whenever you have square root is what? Plus or minus. So we have plus or minus. What is the square root of 1? That is 1. Divided by, what is the square root of 36? That is what? That is 6. So now that we have this, we can now get y. So y now is equal to, pick the positive value first, which is plus 1 over 6. If this comes in, that is what? That is plus 5 over 6. Or y now is equal to what? Let's pick the negative value. Negative 1 over 6, right? If this comes in, that's plus 5 over 6. So y now is what? 1 over 6 plus 5 over 6. We don't need to find the LCM. Why? They have the same denominator. So just add up the numerator. That is 1 plus 5, which is 6. 6 divided by 6. That will give us 1. Like I said, they have the same denominator. You don't need to find LCM. Just add up the numerator. So 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 divided by 6, that is 1. So here is 1. Or y now is equal to minus 1 plus 5. That will give us 4. 4 divided by what? 6. So 2 here to 2 years old, that is 3. So y is equal to 1, or what? Y is equal to 2 over 3. Please, do you get it now? Alright, so let's move to the last question. So the last question, it says 4x squared minus 4 root 3x. Please, this is not reaching x. Plus 3 equals to 0. So we want to answer this using completing the squared method. So what do we do? The first thing there is the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So since it is not 1, we have to make it to be 1. By doing what? By dividing all through by 4. Because we have 4 here. So divide this by 4, by 4, by 4, then by 4. So 4 we cancel 4. So we have x squared. 4 we cancel 4 here. We have what? Negative root 3x. Like I said, this is not reaching x. Then plus 3 over 4. Then is equal to what? Equal to 0. So now that we have this, what do we do next? We have to deal with c, the constant. That is, the constant needs to come to the right hand side. So if this is to come here, you are going to have negative 3 over 4. That is 0 now minus 3 over 4 is what? Negative 3 over 4. So we have x squared minus root 3x plus, is equal to what? Negative 3 over 4. So we've dealt with C. What's the next thing now? Let's deal with B. So the coefficient of this x is negative root 3. So for this negative root 3 now, what do? You are going to have the half of negative root 3, then square it. So the half of this is what? Negative root 3 divided by 2. Do you understand? So you now have this squared. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we have x squared minus what? With 3x. Then add negative with 3 over 2 all squared to both sides. Then is equal to minus 3 over 4 plus what? Negative with 3 over 2 all squared. Here's having squared, here's having squared now. So let's pick the terms. We have x minus with 3 over 2 squared is equals to negative 3 over 4 plus. So let's answer this now. Let's solve this. Negative with 3 squared. That will give us what? That is negative with 3 now multiplied by negative with 3. Minus times minus is what? That is plus. And root 3 times root 3 is what? That is 3. So the answer is what? Positive 3. So if I have root 2 times root 2, that is 2. So what you have here is what? It is 3 divided by 2 squared is what? That is 4. That will give us 4. I believe you are getting it. All right. So we have x minus root 3 over 2 all squared. Then is equal to minus 3 over 4 plus 3 over 4 will give us what? That will give us 0. So if I have minus 2 plus 2, that is 0. So here will give us what? That will give us 0. So what's the next thing? This is squared. We want to get x. We need to cancel this by what? By squaring both sides. So if I square this now, then I decide to square this. Square will cancel what? Square root. So we have x minus root 3 over 2 is equal to, so for this now, it is 0. And please, we don't need to put plus or minus here because there's something called negative 0. So this is going to give us what? It's going to give us 0. So to get x now will give us 0 now plus what? With 3 over 2. And x will give us with 3 over 2. So this is the value for x. But in this case, we are going to have two values of this. Since we said x now is going to be having two values. That is, we are going to have two roots of this x. So we are going to be having the twice of this value. Please, do you get it now? So please, like we did there, there's nothing called negative 0. I meant to put plus or minus, but there's nothing called negative 0. So we got x to be with 3 over 2. And the values for x is meant to be 2. So we are going to be having with 3 over 2 and another what? With 3 over 2. Please, do you understand? Alright, so in case you find this video very helpful, please do well to like, to share, comment, and also subscribe in case you haven't subscribed. Thank you very much. God bless.